Hey, everybody. Welcome to a new episode of the Rock for Him podcast. I'm Jeremy, aka the Big Boy, and with me is my good buddy, my co host, Mr. Jason Sanchez Bukowski. How's it going, bro?
Oh, it's going good, man. I love the fact that I'm here. I missed last one. I don't even remember how many I missed, but I literally came squealing in here on two wheels. My kid had a soccer game, and it was actually I should have just went to your house. I was right up by you.
Well, you should have said something, dude.
I know.
Well, this tonight we are excited because we're getting to talk to our good friends in Tricord. How's it going, guys?
What's up? What's
Yo, what
up?
is up, guys?
Oh, oh man. You know what? I gotta say, I don't know how this is gonna go because you guys are always the ones in the chat talking. So I'm telling everyone that's watching on Facebook right now, you need to start commenting because usually it's these guys here that are talking nonstop in there. So I expect lots of comments. And let's stump these guys. Let's throw them some weird, wacky questions.
They are some of our
Absolutely.
biggest supporters. That much is true. So what's been up with you guys?
A lot.
A whole lot.
A
Well, I
lot,
mean,
a lot.
we did see that you guys signed with the record contract or record label. So why don't you tell us about that?
Yo, resurrection. Go for it, Charles.
Okay, so back in December, we were asked by Aaron Michaels if we would consider joining his new up and coming record label, Resurrection Records. And with everything he laid out on the table, it was pretty much a no brainer. So we hopped on board, and he has begun to build a powerhouse of a record label. Um, some of the greatest people, artists, musicians that we've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with and our testimonies and receiving from them. It's just one huge happy family, and we're looking forward to grinding and doing the thing with Resurrection Mafia.
Mm. Yeah, and
Yes,
hey,
sir.
we got a couple of people already in the chat. I believe it's your brother's on the record label. Trey Tate says,
Yo,
"What's up, Trey?"
Trey.
Oh,
Says,
what's
"What's
up,
What up,
up?"
Trey?
Trey?
And then we have someone that's relatively new to me. Just sent us some music. Robbie Heck Music. He says, "What's up, guys?"
What's up, Robbie?
What's up? What's up?
So, tell us now. I know that he reached out to you guys, and it was kind of a no-brainer, but how is it possible that it's like he's calling the Avengers together like every time he says I have someone new to announce. Okay, I was excited enough when I seen your guys' name. I'm like, that's all he needs. And then all of a sudden,
Aw.
you guys are amazing.
A
Like
plus.
you guys know how much we love you guys, right? Like,
And we love you
Same,
guys
same.
exponentially as much, man.
and then all of a sudden he's just like, all right, Crimson Overtone, bang. And I was like, oh, wow, like that's amazing. And then he's got Big Rev and he's got, you know, Trey
Days
Tate.
Wonder.
I'm just like, oh, like he is seriously, the dude is like Captain America reaching out and grabbing Thor's hammer and be like, Avengers,
Too.
assemble. Like this is Endgame right here.
That's kind of how I feel. Actually, it's kind of funny you say that, dude, because it's really crazy the the artists that are on the label, man. I literally feel like we're a part of like this legit superhero, like Jesus Go Force team, man. That's gonna literally just usher in an end time revival. That's what I really do feel like with this record label, and just the favor that's already showered on all the artists, man. Like festivals reaching out and wanting Resurrection record artists and stuff. I'm like, yo, like I would have never imagined uh being on the baby label of all the labels that people can choose from. But people are, hey, we want your artist, we want your artist, we want your artist. Uh, it's just crazy, man. Like God's just extended so much favor on us, man.
Trey wants to know if you guys are the Avengers, if he can be the Hulk.
Yes.
My favorite.
As long as I'm Thor, I'm cool with it.
And yes, we are talking about Aaron. People are asking, who are they talking about? Who's Cap? Yes, we're talking about Aaron.
Aaron, absolutely.
Man. So tell us just a little bit about what's going on with you guys. I mean, we know about the record label. We know about, clearly you guys have this amazing new song that the Rock for Him listeners are just crazy for. Like, I'm telling you, as the guy that does the top 15, you idiots drive me crazy because it's you and Becoming Sons are fighting every single week to take the number one spot. And literally, as I'm trying to put the list together, I'm clicking and I'm looking and the numbers are going up. I'm like, okay. Oh, Tim Hudson says, seeing how you guys can't see the chat, he says, what's good, fellas?
What's up, Tim?
What's up, Tim?
That's our boy, man. We love you, Tim.
So,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell us just what else you guys got going on besides being awesome and saving the world.
Whew, man. Let's see. How many festivals we got?
Man,
it is wild how, like,
we're
talk about
sitting at least.
We're at 22 and counting, I think. Literally, most of like the major, like, well-known rock festivals and stuff we've been on, we're a part of. Wait, have they made announcements for just about all before I spoil stuff?
I've seen flyer. Yes, the main ones, the main three that I can think of off the top of my head have been announced.
Yeah. KCF, Audio Feed, and Broken Bottle.
Chains Unchained.
Chains Unchained. Yeah, man, there's a lot of them. Dude, we have. This year's just really huge for us, man. Like, bigger than we could have expected. Back in February, we got to open up for Disciple. We've connected with Matt from Spoken. As a matter of fact, we get to play with Spoken 3 different times this year. And let's see. And the list goes on and on, man. Like, as a matter of fact, I was telling the guys the other day, like, we're still getting booked for this year. Like, I thought that we had like all our shows booked up until November, but man, we are still getting booked. People are still reaching out to book Tricord. If you would have asked me 4 years ago when we started this band if we would be in this position, it's something I've always hoped for, but actually being in it's a totally different feeling, man. Like, totally different feeling just to think, like, who wants these little South Georgia boys, man? to come play at their stuff. Rockin' the Rockin' the River's already been announced, right?
Yep, that's not
okay.
Yes, yep. Yes.
We're headlining Rockin' the River, which is super epic. Oh my gosh, dude, oh my gosh, that is super epic to me. And which it blows my mind. Okay, so I like Fear Not a lot, and like, to me, Fear Not's like total legends, and like, we get to share the stage with Fear Not in like headline with Fear Not. It's like the coolest thing ever.
That is cool.
It's super cool, man. Like, God's just so faithful, man. So faithful. We went through seasons, man, to get here. That's for sure. He hasn't. Yeah, he didn't allow it to be the way that it is this year for no reason. A lot of pruning, a lot of literal blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of disagreements, but coming into agreements with one another. A lot of pruning, lots and lots and lots of pruning. but we're
Continuous.
reaping the harvest. Yeah, we're starting to reap the harvest, man. And
That's what it's all about, man. Well, I know I can tell you, Jason and I are excited because we'll be at KCF. So we'll actually get to hang with y'all. So
yes, I'm so lit about that.
this will be Jason's first KCF. I went down last year, and I'm excited to take my family back this year and do it all again. Get to hang out with you guys and reclaim the day, and all the bands that are there.
Yeah,
One of our friends, End of I, who's from our neck of the woods, they're going to be down there Friday. Well, we're not going to be able to make it, but we were the catalyst to get them into KCF, because we've had Becca up here. I don't know how many times now, and, and she's connected with them, and that's just a huge blessing to see bands that we love. We get to hang out with that weekend. That's really kind of cool.
yeah, that's cool to us, man. Like you guys said, we're huge fans of you guys, so this is gonna be super super cool. It'll be like a little family.
So let's talk about your latest song, "Fix Me." What is it about? Like,
Oh,
when you sat down to write it, what were you trying to convey?
You
this is
want
where
me to
we
go
need
on this,
Corey.
Jermaine?
Yeah, because this is
Yeah.
where we need
Okay.
Corey.
Well, I can tell part of it. So apparently, Tricord's process of writing songs isn't really sitting down to write songs. Um, I have a bad habit of noodling while everybody's trying to set up for practice. And at one practice, I just started playing this riff, and like Untitled before, Jermaine's like, "What is that?" And I was like, "I don't know." And next thing, we had composed an entire song. Matter of fact, I think we wrote two songs that practice, pretty much back to back.
Sure
But
did.
"Fix Me" became one of them, and Corey had already written the lyrics, which is pretty much the backbone and the structure of where the lyrics came from "Fix Me." But it came from a dark spot that he was in a few years back, and it's pretty much like a desperate cry for help, for the Lord to do something in your situation. And like I said, I can't really take the words from his mouth, but we took the lyrics he had and added it to what we had to do a little, plastic surgery to get the final result, but it became our probably one of our heaviest songs to date, next to "Forgive Me," and people are eating it up. The other song we wrote at the same practice hasn't been fully recorded yet, but it's been played live, and that one's up there with "Fix Me." So we'll be excited to share that one with you guys as well.
I can
Awesome.
give a little bit of a story to Corey's testimony a little bit. I can't convey it the way that he does, but I can give it a little bit more of what Fix Me is about. So Corey was in a very interesting situation with his previous marriage, and he had started making some pretty poor choices in that marriage to try to save his family in essence. And the more that he tried to save his family, instead of releasing it to God, the deeper in depression and other things, the alcohol and other things that he was into. Um, and to the point where he was so depressed he was about to get ready to take his life. He was walking on a busy highway one night, and the highway was it's literally a bit very busy normal highway wherever from where he lived. And when he was walking on the highway, there wasn't a single car in sight. because his plan was to step out into the road and just kind of like let a vehicle hit him and end it all. And so he was so mad at God because he wanted to end it all and there wasn't a vehicle in sight that he just hit his knees and he was just like, God, fix me. I don't know what to do. And then the Lord started paving a way for him to, realign himself with him and get back right with him.
Wow, that's. I mean, it's one of my favorite songs you guys have recorded. So, I thank you for that explanation. I could tell, that it was pretty heavy subject matter. Subject matter. So,
Oh yeah.
so, um, what's your next song you guys are gonna release?
What you got? It's the one that Charles was kind of hinting at. What you got? Okay, so the direction that we're starting to go with our more metal rap tour. And the reason why I feel like that is the direction that we need to go. Obviously, like we all four of us, including Rob, we all are very versed musically with different styles, different genres, and we all like the idea and the concept of rap rock. The Lord's allowed me to be able to have a talent for rap, even though I wasn't trying to be a stereotype. And I was like, you know what? I was like, what's odd enough is new metal and rapcore is a very untouched. I mean, you get a couple artists that are Christian artists that go into it like um formerly Red Letter Rising, but it's a very untouched and very dark genre of music. So I feel like uh that God has been preparing us to go this direction for a long time. I just and why it took so long for us to even start going this direction is because the Lord convicted me and I had to learn how to step out of the way and stop trying to. At one point, I was trying to kind of more or less be the sole writer of the band, and the Lord really convicted me, and I had to step back. And He was like, "What I have for you is greater than what you're trying to do here." And so once I step back, we've been able to create in a whole entire different way and in a whole entire different aspect. And oddly enough, the stuff that we keep coming up with, it just is very heavy and rap driven and scream driven and stuff like that. And that's just the direction we're going in at this point. So, but what you got? It will be released on July 19th, and it is definitely it is that whole entire rapcore vibe. I think everybody's going to really really enjoy it. Um, we we said that there's two styles of music that songs that we write. They're either bangers or ballads. I was like, we got another banger coming out, so it'll be a banger.
Nice. We'll be looking forward to that. So let's talk about Rob. Like, how did he end up joining the band?
You know what? It has been a long time coming, honestly, dude. Uh, Anytime that we went somewhere, Corey and Charles have since we became the official three piece when we brought Corey back into the band. Um, they both have been like, "Yo, man, we got to find a bass player so you can just be the front man." And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm cool with playing bass." And I was like, my wife kind of just bought me a bass for our anniversary. I kind of can't stop playing bass. But we kept asking him to like come fill in for like some of our bigger services. And and so we have been already talking as a band about possibly asking him or another one of my buddies who plays bass or finding another bass player or whatever to play bass so that I don't have to. And we asked him to play for a winter youth retreat. And actually, fun fact, 2 weeks prior to that, or like a week prior to that, he was like, "Yo, I want to talk to you about something, but I'd rather do it in person." And I was like, "Rob, why do you always do me like that? Just talk about it now. Don't make me wait." God. He's like, "No, no, no, no. This is a conversation we have to have in person." I was like, "Every conversation, a conversation we gotta have in person. Come on, dude." And so we got to the camp, and he finally pulled me to the side and was like, "Hey, listen, I want to talk to you about something." I was like, "What I need to talk?" He's like, "What I need to talk to you about." My wife even confirmed it, not knowing that I was even thinking about it. And he was like, Christina even confirmed it as well, not knowing that I had been thinking about it. And so he was like, "How do you feel? How do you and the guys feel about me being an official basis for Tricord?" And he's like, I was like, "Yeah, I mean, what? Sure, yeah, of course, we want you." Like, but he was like, "I want to be like part of the band, not just like the guy who feels in space." And I was like, "Well, Doug, you're super talented. Like, you can create some. You have the ability to do something to add the missing element with like our synthesizers and our backing track stuff that we cannot do. So yeah, like you're super fire and talented at that stuff. You you will easily take Tricord to the next level." So that's a no brainer. So we had a discussion. I was like, "Yo, we want Rob in the band or not?" And we were like, "Yeah, let's pretty much just bring him on." So Rob became an official part of Tricord.
You're not going to change your name to fit the new edition, are you?
Okay, I got to say this. Tricord was a five-piece band before it became a three-piece band. We're still Tricord, we're a five-piece. But we have been adopting quad chord just because people think it's funny. So I'm like, "Yeah, I guess it's quad chord."
It's all good. I was just trying to be funny. So as far as like biblical stuff, what are you guys studying right now? Or
Ooh,
what's your
that
favorite
is.
passage?
Um, I guess I'll talk some more. Charles, be ready for this one. As far as studying, this is kind of interesting. Right now, I'm really diving. I just finished a big study in Ecclesiastes. For whatever, well, I know the reason now, but at the time I didn't. When, a couple of months ago, when the Lord told me to start studying Ecclesiastes. But in Ecclesiastes, uh, just because of some personal situations that I was going through um, with uh, with my family and all, uh, uh, the Lord was showing me just how to really trust the process and really trust Him, and to see how vain everything aside from His will, and how in the end, like really nothing really matters other than what we do for the Lord. And so it was kind of a gut check and a way to get kind of like set my mind on the things of God and not on the things, or not on the achievements that I can gain in the world, sort of speak. And so the other thing that I've been really learning is, uh, man, I've been walking with the Lord since uh, 2010, and full steam ahead in ministry since 2012. Not looking back, not stopping. And out of all that time, I'm just now learning what it means to truly deny himself, and what it means to crucify all parts of the flesh and all. So those are the things that I'm really like honing in on and focusing on, and learning from the Lord right now. How to truly deny myself and surrender myself so that God can do what He needs to do through me and with me the appropriate way in all areas of my life.
What about you, Charles?
Recently, we as a band, or at least Jermaine and I, we share devotionals. So for what, a little over a year or so now,
Mm-hmm.
probably. But we've been going through daily of reading passages of the Bible and stuff like that. And the main thing I've been focusing on is kind of like self-reconstruction, like a reboot, and learning to trust the process, not to try to do things with my hands, because a million times before I've tried, and a million and one times I've failed. I'm having to learn to just let go and let him take the reins and do his thing, because his way is greater than mine. But it's just like we were talking about earlier, the pruning process. It's plants, good plants that bear fruit. They're going to continue to grow, and you have to take care of them. So the pruning, get personal from myself, or corrective from one of my brothers in the band, or something like that. It's anything I can do to better myself, to produce better fruit for the next season. That's where I'm at. Ooh, she hollered.
Nice.
So we have a ton of comments. And first, let me apologize to both of you guys. Had a little bit of a house emergency here. My wife ran in and said she thought we had a pipe leaking under our floor. So I had to go check it out.
No.
And I couldn't find a leak. So I think we're good. But we have plenty of comments. We have Epigon. They said
Oh, yeah.
They said they are looking forward to playing the show with you. Trey Tate says he is here for the heavy tricord songs. So, yes, I am also here for that. So, I apologize for having to run out. And I see Jeremy just messaged me and said that you guys already talked about Rob joining the band. Now I'm gonna have to listen. I was just talking to Rob earlier today. I absolutely love that dude. Like,
He's a great dude.
Right?
Everybody needs a Rob.
everybody.
Right. That's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
needs a Rob.
Everybody needs a Rob, man.
He's a great
He's
dude.
so supportive, man. He's so supportive. He is just like right there, right hand at all times, ready to serve, ready to just do whatever, and to even lead and take charge of his team, man. Everybody needs a Rob. That's for sure.
The dude is like the Ryan Seacrest of Christian music. He plays for you guys. He plays for Crimson Overtone. I think he's playing guitar for Brandon Michael.
Brandon Michaels.
I mean, the dude's doing everything. He may just have to come and be a co-host here on the show. Just saying.
Bob, if you're watching, the opportunity's there.
So I don't know if you guys have talked about it yet or not, but tell us a little bit about Kingdom Come Fest. Like, how have you guys gotten involved with this, and who are you looking forward to seeing the most?
The staff.
Yeah, the staff. A1 Ministry staff is top tier, man. We love those people at A1 Ministry. Honestly, man, it was their love and support that probably made me fall so in love with them more than anything. Miss Kara, I'll never forget her as long as I live. She wrote us when we did Pit Fest. Oh my God, I can't talk. Charles, go for it.
Okay. When we went to Pit Fest, for starters, since the first year of Tricord, we had always talked about one day, hopefully, we'd be able to play Kingdom Come Festival. Well, we were invited to play at Pit Fest this past time, and we did our thing. We went in there and not just show up and play, but to show up and serve. And apparently that caught some of the staff's attention. And while I think we were eating probably Jermaine's third dinner that night or something.
It's If you like what you saw today, hit the subscribe and like button down below, and don't forget to share to all your friends. Also, leave us a comment down below. If you're gonna rock, rock for him.